Ciao ragazzi, Claudio Giganti here with Giga Racing. We're here to talk about qualifying, Saturday qualifying at Portimao in Portugal. Interesting day, very interesting day. As you can see, still cold here in the garage. I wear my toque and I have a jacket on. Freezing still in the garage, but it's okay. Summer is around the corner, hopefully. Okay, so free practice 3, which everybody wants to get into Q2. We had Fabio Quartararo top of the timesheet. Morbidelli is back, guys. Today he did really good. I was checking his lap times. He got the right settings for the bike. Now, yesterday I was checking on tires and Morbidelli didn't put a soft tire on. So he was happy. He was working with a medium tire for the race. And he didn't focus on the lap time for qualifying. But today we saw him working on qualifying times, especially on Q3, which was, in free practice 3, which was the most important to go to straight to Q2. And he was only 0.5, so less than a tenth of a second, half a tenth of a second to Quartararo. So he was right there, same lap time, again with the older bike, so that's really nice. Pecco Bagnaia, as you can see, is behind me. I think he got robbed. His lap was stolen from the yellow flags rules, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But in free practice 3, you can see already Pecco was right up there. Johann Zarco was 4th. As I've been saying, I think Ducati, Johann Zarco is their top rider for this year. And then we have Alex Rins was 5th, Jack Miller 6th. Jack Miller, I don't know, last year it was fantastic. I mean, last year there was 4 months ago at Portimao. It was very quick at Portimao, but this year he can't quite get the lap times that he wants for one reason or the other one. Good thing that I really enjoyed it was seeing Luca Marini, Valentino Rossi 7th on free practice 3. He made it right through Q2 without going through Q1, so that was nice. And then we had Alex Espargaro with the Aprilia 8. The Aprilia is hard to tell what's happening right now because I strongly believe Alex Espargaro is not a rider that can take full potential out of the Aprilia. I think the Aprilia should be more upfront. If it was given into the hands of a better rider, I don't think Alex Espargaro would be able to do anything. And then let's talk a little bit about Miguel Oliveira. Super fast, nobody could touch him 4 months ago at Portimao. How come he's not doing well now in April? Well, here it is. Michelin decided not to bring the tire that brought last year. So Oliveira is complaining that his front tire is not hard enough. It's too soft. So he can push the front. And these days, that's how you ride the bikes. You push the front to get the lap time. And that's why you see a lot of Hondas crashing, because they have that problem. They can't feel well the front is given. So I feel very bad for Miguel Oliveira for the KTM in general. But again, we go again to the same topic that I don't like to talk about, but I keep talking about, which is tires, which is Michelin, which I don't like. Simple as that. A tire that worked perfect for KTM, guess what? They didn't brought it this year. Not really fair. So they said that nobody really wanted that tire, but again, now Miguel Oliveira is complaining he doesn't have enough support on the front tire. Mario Vignale was 10th, so he squeezed to Q2, and then we saw Alex Marquez 11. That's again still free practice 3. All the way back, Marc Marquez 15, Valentino Rossi 14, Danilo Petrucci, sorry for him, 17. It was quite an interesting free practice 3. Was still on the cooler sides on free practice 3 because air temperature was 17 degrees and ground temperature 24. So That was free practice 3. Then in free practice 4 rolled out again. Fabio Quartararo on fire. He had the best lap on Q4, which tells me that he has a good lap pace for the race. So we'll see a good race probably for tomorrow from Quartararo. Oliveira was back up front again. He was up front because they were trying free practice 4 is usually in race setting. So with race setting and race tires, we'll see a better Miguel Oliveira than in a single lap. Francesco Bagnaia was up front again, 3/10 behind. Maverick Viñales was back, under 3/10 behind. Johan Zarco again up front, 3rd. Okay, so I was expecting really good from Johan Zarco, and we did see it in qualifying. But let's talk about qualifying 1 first, Q1. Q1 rolled out. Let's talk a little bit briefly about Marc Marquez's return. Now, yesterday Marc Marquez declared that there was anonymous the decision of him racing on Portimao. Well, he said that, but one of the journalists, Spanish journalists that I follow a lot, he actually declared that that was not the case. Some of the doctors were not agreeing with him coming back at Portimao, but he actually pushed, Marc Marquez pushed the doctors to sign that that was good for him to race. And that's why we see him there. Again, it's the usual Marc Marquez, sorry for saying again, there's playing games and, you know, it's like a movie. He declared one thing, but it's actually another thing. And so we saw him today really, really strong, but we saw his usual style. I mean, guys, you know, Q1 rolled out again. He's got to follow Mir around in order to get a good lap time in it, to be on Q2. The usual Marquez, looking for a toe, looking for a refinement. He cannot do the lap on his own. I don't know. Why doesn't he do that? But in qualifying, most of the time he's always stuck behind somebody. So it's the usual Marquez he's always been. I noticed, you know, the right arm, he was, you know, squinting the arm, and even on the box. I don't know if he's doing that for show, because I don't trust this guy anymore. I don't believe anything that he says anymore. So I don't know if he's doing it for show to kind of make the other riders feel that, oh, I'm in pain, I cannot handle it, or if it's true. I really cannot tell. But in any case, he went through Q1, through Q2 into Q1. And of course, Johan Mir made it through. I was a little bit sad about Alex Marquez didn't make through, and Paul Espargaro. Very close, but they couldn't manage. I was really hoping that they could have pushed Marquez out, actually, more than Mir. But anyway, Marc Marquez. But anyway, qualifying 2 rolled out, and it was pretty interesting. At the end of the day, everybody's game was there. Everybody was right there up front. But the lap for, you know, Pecco Bagnaia, that's what you see back here, was stolen. There was yellow flags. Now, this year there is a rule that is not about, you know, if there is yellow flags around the course somewhere, there is actually LED lights that show yellow flags. You can't miss it. If there's a yellow flag, laps get scrapped out. So the 2 people that really got penalized out of that was, one was Maverick Viñales, and the other one was Pecco Bagnaia. So Pecco lost the pole position, which was definitely his, and Viñales qualified 12. Viñales, I don't know. It seems to be lost again, but I hope it's not. We thought in Qatar that, you know, he had the edge back, that, you know, he was all good, but again, mistake on when to come out and how to come out in qualifying, and he ain't got 12. A little bit of misfortune, but a little bit also a coordination mistake. It wasn't planned properly. So because he was one of the few that didn't manage to get a lap either through the first or second run, with the first tire or second tire. So let's go back to the classification. So we got Fabio Quartararo in pole position, Alex Rins second, really good. He came back really strong. Johan Zarco third. Jack Miller managed a four place, really nice. Franco Morbidelli, really good. I was happy to see that he managed to scrap a fifth place. And Marc Marquez, that everybody's saying, oh, who knows how he's going to come back. I said it's going to be strong. It is strong. It is in sixth spot. We got Alex Espargaro with the Aprilia, only managed to scavenge a seventh spot, and a lap time was 3/10 behind, so it wasn't too bad. So you give it to a better rider, I think that bike would have been in the first row degree. So, but it's not, unfortunately. And then we have Johan Mir, Luca Marini 8th, Johan Mir 9th. I don't know. Johan Mir always this problem. Qualifying, never can qualify in front. He starts from the back. Let's hope good tomorrow, but tire degradation and all that stuff. It's gonna be tough for him to come back from 9th spot, but let's watch it. And then we got Miguel Oliveira 10. I think the tire degradation on the KTM is good. I got faith that we'll see him more forward. I don't think on the podium, but more forward. Okay, so let's do a little prediction for tomorrow. Oh, actually, sorry, I forgot about talking about Valentino Rossi because I was almost thinking better not to talk about it. They can't get their bike set up properly. I don't know. This year it's gonna be harder, guys. I mean, he changed. He only took 3 men of his team, and he went to a completely different team. It's hard to judge how he's gonna do. I don't expect to see much from him. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we'll still see him up front there, but starting 16, 17, I don't know. It's almost like they took his team away and only took 3 people. It's almost like trying to shut him down, trying to fade him out. That's how I feel about Valentino Rossi. I feel like he hasn't been given the tools to do well. Okay, so let's go for a prediction for tomorrow. Okay, now my podium, the 3 podium people that I can see strong. People will think I'm crazy. I see Marc Marquez on the podium. Okay, I'm not gonna pick which step of the podium, but he's gonna be on the podium tomorrow. Sunday, race day, painkillers, obviously. It's going to be under painkillers. I think it's going to be on the podium. I don't know which step, but we'll see on the podium. And I'm almost sure that I'll be right. So I see Zarco, and it's going to be between Quartararo and Morbidelli. Okay? So here's my 3 guys on the podium is, I think Zarco's going to be on the podium again. Ducati really strong. He has it together. It's good. Or Francesco Bagnaia. So Zarco or Bagnaia will be on the podium. And then for the Yamaha, I see either Quartararo or Morbidelli on the podium. Okay. I personally don't think that the Suzuki will make to the podium tomorrow. I hope I'm not wrong, but that's what I think. So if I will predict the way I like to unfold tomorrow is my prediction will be Francesco Bagnaia first, followed by Franco Morbidelli and Marc Marquez third. Okay, let's see tomorrow how it goes. Let's see if I was right, guys. Well, thank you so much again for watching Claudio Giganti with Giga Racing. I will see you tomorrow after the race. Ciao.